She is brave. She is brave. She is bold. She is bold. She is you.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's Word of Mom Radio here on the Word of Mom Media Network. I'm your host, Dori DeCarlo, and you know we are here week after week, show after show, breaking those myths that mompreneurs and businesswomen, especially those of us building our businesses from home, that we're not just dabbling in between bake sales and getting our nails done. We're not. We are smart, we are savvy, and we are sharing the wisdom of women in business and in life. And I'm really excited about bringing today's guest into the show because I love mom-made products. And the reality is women start with why. While pregnant with her first child, shocked by how many toxic ingredients were lurking in everyday products, and after trying dozens of natural mineral sunscreens, Arielle Moody was determined to create one that didn't make her immediately want to wash her face, and two, one that didn't leave that white cast on her skin. Oh, and it needed to be something that she looked forward to using daily. No biggie. As Mama Soul's product development whisperer, Arielle has been immersed in the beauty industry her entire adult life. Starting as a beauty sales trainer for Smashbox, Dr. Perricone and Bite Beauty, then rising to become the head of product development for Skinn Cosmetics, and most recently, the head of sales for a leading cosmetic packaging and formulation company. She's always known one thing, that she would one day create her own product, something truly different that had never been done before. And I have to tell you, because I have used Mama Soul, your sun care product is awesome. And I can't wait to talk to you about it. So with all that being said, Arielle, welcome to Word of Mom Radio.
Wow. Thank you, Dori. I'm really excited to be here. That was a great intro.
It's fun to hear all that stuff about
It
yourself.
is.
Oh, yeah. I forgot I did that. I really want you to take us on your journey. And really, seriously, Arielle, what inspired you to start your own sun care brand?
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned it a bit, but I've been in the beauty industry for over 15 years, and I saw how unregulated the beauty industry has been. And I would see, the owners putting in ingredients and moving it around on the ingredient deck so that it looked like it was higher up or lower down to deceive the customer. I really believe in transparency. And when I worked for Bite Beauty, their tagline kind of was, it needs to be so good that you could eat it, kind of, the ingredients have to be so good. So that really inspired me in my subconscious, I think, about how I wanted to create my own brand and bring something to women, moms, and really families, men or women, that they could trust. And that was really important to me. And so the light bulb went off when I was 5 months pregnant with my first son. And I just could not find something that I wanted to use. And I think the biggest thing was that sunscreen was the most toxic of all the categories that I was researching. And people don't really know. So I really wanted Mama Soul to be a sanctuary, a place where people could go and just trust and know that they don't have to do the homework, that I've done it for them.
I love that. And again, women start with why. And so as you were developing this, what set you apart from the other so-called, I'm going to do finger quotes, natural products on the market? And what kind of challenges did you face because of it?
Well, I want to explain the difference to your listeners, what the difference is between chemical and mineral sunscreen, because I think a lot of people don't know. So chemical sunscreen has to absorb into your skin, and it is more likely to end up in your bloodstream because of that, right? So mineral sunscreen, in order to work, just you put it on, sits on top of your skin as a physical shield, and it reflects the rays off of your skin. It's much less likely to enter the bloodstream. So what had alarmed me when I was doing my research was particularly the ingredient oxybenzone, and which was in about 90% of sunscreens on the market at the time. And oxybenzone was found in breast milk. It can cause skin allergies, cell damage, all the things. And I think that really added to the fear mongering around sunscreen. I don't want to discourage anyone from using sunscreen, whether it's mineral or chemical, but you should know the difference and you shouldn't be able to make an educated decision. I just want you using it because it's really important to use sunscreen every single day. So yeah, I mean, that's what I would say. And then I also would say a lot of brands say that they're mineral because they have mineral sunscreen like zinc oxide in the formula, but they also have, octinoxate, octisolate, avobenzone. There's a lot of different chemical sunscreens that they'll use in addition to mineral sunscreen. And so sometimes it can be deceiving. I've seen ads saying mineral sunscreen that doesn't leave a white cast, and then I'll see it's loaded with chemical screens as their active ingredients. And so I say to myself, well, that's why there's no white cast, because you're using all those chemicals. We're using really advanced zinc oxide right now, so it doesn't leave a white cast. But the point I want to get across is when you look at the back of the bottle and it says active ingredient, it should only, if you want to use mineral, it should only say zinc oxide or titanium dioxide. Otherwise, it's chemical.
These are important things for people to know because, again, you hear so many conflicting things and people put all natural on their products. And how do they get around that, Arielle?
Well, natural doesn't really have a definition.
Thank
and
you.
Everyone makes up their own definition. And so we don't really call ours all like that's not how we define it. We say we're a mineral sunscreen brand. And so our job is to educate the public to the differences. And I will say one of the biggest differences is this. I have a mini podcast myself, and I interviewed a world-renowned dermatologist named Dr. Kilgore. And he had said to me something that I didn't even know, which was that avobenzone, which is a chemical filter, is likely to degrade in the sun. And so it's not photostable, which means that it's not giving you the best UVA protection. And so zinc oxide is the safest use of UVA protection in the United States that does not degrade in the sun.
Again, information that I did not know. And I try to really do a lot of research on things. It's funny, my niece was saying to me, I was telling her how proud I was watching her with her kids and all their organics and stuff. And she said, you started that, 30 years ago. And so I was always looking for those things that were the most natural, the healthiest, things like that. So creating all of this, I know that part of it was kind of making that luxury of self-care.
Yes.
Because it is a wonderful thing. Self-care is not selfish, ladies, So
it's really important.
How did you go about that?
Yeah, that's a great question. So I, until Mama Soul, had never thought of sunscreen as being part of my ritual, part of my self-care ritual, I like to say. One of our taglines is, if sunscreen and a spa day had a baby, you get Mama Soul. And I'm a busy mom of two. And when I'm getting ready in the morning, I really want to have a moment with myself. And so how do you do that? With a sunscreen. So I thought, what is the most calming scent that there is, right? It's lavender. Lavender essential oil has a ton of skin soothing benefits, and it's also very sensorial. We use a very small amount, a subtle hint of lavender essential oil in our formulas. Men love it. Women really love it. We're sold in places like the Four Seasons, and they'll do an inhalation experience before they put it on the client so they can really feel and smell this sunscreen, because it's so different than anything you've ever smelled before. And so it's there to encourage deep breathing as well as protect you from the sun. And so not only that, but the formulas are packaged in beautiful packaging, right? So I'm really into sustainability. And our face sunscreen and our lip 100% mineral tinted lip oils with SPF are in glass. And then our body brella SPF 40 is packaged in a 100% sugar cane tube. And so we want not only to be sustainable, we want it to be beautiful so that you keep it on your vanity and it's there as a reminder to use it every day.
I can attest to the fact that they are lovely and they work.
Thank you.
And they work really well. And it's funny. I've been using sunscreen 365 days a year since I was 14
Amazing.
because of my mom. They didn't know anything about the chemical stuff in the sunscreen, but I laughed. My niece and my cousin, they're like, you should show people your chest, because my niece looks at me and she's like, Aunt Dori, I'm 28 and your chest is actually nicer than mine.
Wow. That's
you know
an
what?
accomplishment.
Susan Lucci and her microdermabrasion. When I was 19, I saw a commercial about it, and she was talking about the décolletage and that women forget. So ladies, when you're sunscreening your face, don't forget your neck and your chest.
I'm so glad you just said that. I had a facial, and I'll never forget what the esthetician said to me. She said, boobs and up. And that means everything up above the boobs, you have to put your whole skincare routine. And so ever since I heard that, I have diligently put it all over my neck and décolleté, and including my face. It's such a good reminder.
It really is. And you know what? I mean, I'm very proud of my age. I'm 64.
Amazing.
And I've done nothing, I haven't had anything done.
Yeah.
This is me. But again, it's because I sunblock, I wear hats. Your face is your calling card. It's the first thing people see. And I don't want to wear face makeup. I don't.
Well, sunscreen is the absolute number one best way to prevent skin aging. That is for sure.
It really is. And again, you want something that's actually good for your skin while you're doing it, giving it the benefit both ways.
Yes.
And it's interesting. I really did not know that some of the sunscreens really degrade
They do
in the sun.
Yes. This is the thing. Again, I don't ever want to demonize a chemical sunscreen. I'm pro sunscreen. That is just my stance. But again, you should know the difference. And I would love to tell your listeners just a few of the accolades we've recently received, because I think it will make them really excited to use our sunscreen.
I would love for you to share that.
Yeah. So, well, first I'll say this. All of our formulas have been clinically tested on over 100 people, 50% whom have sensitive skin. We've had 0 skin reactions. That's number one. Number two, so our face sunscreen is a 3-in-1. It's your SPF, your daily moisturizer, and a skin smoothing makeup primer all in one. So it takes away the need to have to use a moisturizer. This is your moisturizer. It also protects you from blue light from your screens and devices, which causes hyperpigmentation, and the IR rays, which is the heat you feel from the sun, which can exacerbate melasma. So this is a premium sunscreen, and it is a multitasking sunscreen, so you don't have to use so many different things. Harper's Bazaar voted it top 10 sunscreen for sensitive skin, and Women's Health voted it best for dry skin. And then I'll quickly say this about the other two. So our Body Brella last month just won Best Body SPF by Shape Magazine. And our tinted lip oils SPF 20 just won Best Lip Gloss with SPF from New Beauty. And then we just found out they won another really prestigious award, but I'm not allowed to mention what it is because I'm under embargo for the next 2 weeks. So I really hope that your listeners will be excited about using sunscreen, because sunscreen is so much better than it used to be.
I am so excited for you.
Thank you.
Funny. I just took my granddaughter to the store and we bought little pom-poms. I wish I had the pom-poms. I'd be shaking them right now.
Thank you.
You know what? Mom to mom and business owner to business owner, it's exciting. It's exciting to see a mom-made product create that kind of buzz, to get those kind of accolades. I'm so proud for you.
Thank you. And we are self-funded. We're bootstrapped, guys. I mean, this is all like blood, sweat, and tears. We do not have a big investor. This is, just my partners and I putting all of our funds in to make this work.
I love it. Think of what Arielle is talking about here. All of you out there, really think about this. We're going to take a quick break, say thank you to our sponsors, and we'll be back here in just a moment on Word of Mom Radio. She is brave, she is bold, she is you, and we want to tell your story. Are you ready to share your journey with us on Word of Mom Radio? Go to wordofmomradio.com and register as a guest. We want to tell your story because when you win, we all win.
In 2017, Unsilenced Voices was formed to help survivors of domestic abuse and gender-based violence worldwide. The organization currently serves Sierra Leone, Rwanda, Ghana, and the USA. In 2022, Unsilenced Voices gifted over $33,000 to survivors in the USA, and in Sierra Leone, there are over 26 young girls who have been rescued from sex trafficking and domestic abuse and now going through vocational training school in order to better their lives. We need your help. Donations are critical in order for us to continue our work. We also need volunteers to help with research and development. Please visit unsilencedvoices.org for more information.
And we're back here on Word of Mom Radio. We are talking with Arielle Moody, who is the founder of Mama Soul. I am so excited to hear all of the fabulous awards and ratings that you are getting from top name places that people know and trust. Good for you. I mean, really, it's an amazing accomplishment, Arielle. It really is.
Thank you, Dori. It's been a lot of hard work and it's not been easy, but I'm so thrilled to say that our sales year to date have exceeded all of last year's sales. And, you know, this is just a testament to no matter what happens, no matter how many no's, no matter how many setbacks, how many formula reiterations I've had to do, all the things that I have had to do to make this work, it is, if you believe in something and you are passionate, you can make anything, you can make your dreams come true. I mean, and that's, you know, where we are today.
I want to actually talk about that with you because before we started, we were talking about manifestation and everything else. I want you to tell us how a psychic reading was part of all of this and how those manifestations, how you are doing this and making this happen, making this your reality.
Thank you for reminding me about that. Yeah, I had a psychic reading. It was before my kids were born. I knew I wanted to start my own business, but I had no idea what it was going to be. I knew it was going to be in the beauty industry. I thought it'd be in makeup. I started my career out as a makeup artist. I had no idea that it would be a sunscreen brand. So I had a psychic reading and she says to me at the time, and by the way, I was sketching eyeshadows and the colors and the names of them right before this reading. So I'm convinced at this point, it's probably going to be in makeup. And she says to me, you are going to start a clean skincare brand and it's going to be very successful. She goes, I see it on Access Hollywood. I see it across all the magazines. I have all the notes written down from this recording. I mean, from this reading. And we were on Access Hollywood 3 weeks after we launched our first product. And I was like, wow, she really hit the nail on the head because I was so far off of what I actually ended up doing. So that just made me feel like I was aligned. I wouldn't say that it made me do what I did. It made me feel like, wow, like I'm on the right track. Manifestation is a whole nother thing, by the way. So I got into manifestation about I want to say a year and a half ago. It has now become my religion. I meditate every single morning for the last, I want to say 2 months. I've been meditating every single month religiously because that was something I added to my manifestation routine. So it started with the book, Infinite Possibilities by Dr. Mike Dooley. And it was life-changing for me. It taught me all about manifestation and the ways in which you can manifest. Infinite Possibilities is really about envisioning the feeling that you want to feel and not the outcome. Not because then if for example, if I really wanted to, let's just give an example. I really wanted to get into Sephora. I was focused only on Sephora, nothing else. I'm limiting the possibilities to get into all these other places that might be much better suited for me. Who knows, right? Sephora is, of course, a goal of mine down the road. But if you focus on the way you want to feel and you envision your products on the shelves or your clothes hanging up in the store, whatever it is, that whatever business that you're doing, it will attract it to you if you actually can visualize it and you actually feel the emotions. So feeling the emotions and changing the way you think is really what I've been practicing the most. So now I'm reading a book called Becoming Supernatural by Dr. Joe Dispenza. It is very science-backed. So anyone who's not a believer, it's actually based on physics, but it's so interesting and it's helping me with my meditations and getting me deeper into my meditations. And when I started really practicing manifestation, that is when the opportunities started pouring in. I would open my inbox every single day and something wild would be in there, like orders that I had forgotten about, or, accounts that I had forgotten about that I had followed up with months ago, just started reaching out to me saying, I want to place an order. And I'd be like, oh my God, I haven't reached out, followed up with them for 3 months. They just randomly started reaching out to me. And you kind of become a magnet when you do this practice, and opportunities flow in and you don't have to work as hard. The opportunities find you, and it's changed my life.
I agree with manifestation. And as you said, when you were just thinking about Sephora, you're limiting yourself.
That's right.
On the flip side, you have to have your intentions there.
You do.
You need to know your intentions, because you can't manifest.
That's right.
If you're all over the place.
You have to be very clear. So like, I'll give you an example of something I did that actually came to fruition, which was really crazy. I wrote in my journal for 3 days, I am so grateful for $10,000 in sales. This was years ago when we first launched and I wanted to achieve our first 10,000 in sales. And I wrote it down for 3 days in a row, 33 times. I said, and I didn't put an end date on it. I didn't put a time. I just said, I am so grateful for the 10,000 in sales we did. And I really felt it when I was writing it. Well, the next month was our first 10,000 in sales. And I will just say this, we were not even close to doing 10,000 in sales before I started doing this. This was a huge jump in sales. So when this happened, I was like, oh my God, I'm a wizard. I did it. The world is very magical, and the universe can be very magical. You just have to really believe it. So I can't recommend it enough. If you're struggling, if you're feeling like things are just getting really hard and you don't know why, highly recommend picking up a book and learning more about it.
I agree with you. And I'm going to say to you out there, everyone out there who's telling themselves, oh, it's too tough, and I just can't do it. I can't make this happen. Don't believe it. Don't believe those words.
I would say the best piece of advice I ever got was like, don't wait until it's perfect. Just do it.
Absolutely. One of my favorite quotes is from Henry Ford. Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. And that's the whole thing. And it's that little red engine. I think I can. I think I can. I thought I could. I thought I could. I think I can. Oh, that's what it boils down to. Don't give up. Don't give up. You can do this, and believe in yourself. Take that time to, it's that business plan. If you try to do a business and don't have a business plan, you're going to eventually get there. It's like driving cross country.
Yeah.
Go west and south. Eventually you're going to get there, but you're going to go places that you don't have to go.
That's right.
As opposed to having that business plan. It's the same thing with manifesting.
Yeah.
Pick your goal. You know what it is, and you can do it. You can make this happen. Yeah. I love having you here. So as we're wrapping up, Arielle, please, what would you want to leave our listeners with, and how may they reach out to you?
So you can find us at shopmamasol.com. That's SHOP and then MAMASOL.com. We have a discount code for all of you. It's Mom Radio 15 so that you can try out our formulas and see what you think. And then you can also follow us on Instagram at shopmamasol.
All of Arielle's links are going to be live. I highly encourage you to reach out, try these products, take that 15% discount. You are going to love them. You really will. So what do you want to leave that mompreneur with, Arielle, who's out there trying to figure out how to make something happen?
Yeah, I would say one of my favorite quotes that I live by right now is, whatever you desire is destined for you. I want you to believe that whatever it is that you want, you can have it. You just have to believe it.
What a great way to end this conversation. Arielle's podcast link is also going to be in the liners. Listen to her podcast. You know me, I love sharing fellow podcasters. I really do. I'm looking forward to hearing it because I can't wait to hear what you have to say. And as somebody who has tried the products, you know me, I never put a product on the show if I haven't tried it first, because I want to always be authentic. It's a really good product line. It really is. You're going to be really happy with it. So treat your skin. It's your skin. It's really important to take good care of it. So Arielle, thank you so much for taking the time to be here. It has been quite a journey finally getting us together with this.
Totally. I'm so happy to have been here. Your questions were amazing. And I hope that your listeners learned something today.
I hope so too. I really do. And for all of you tuning in, thank you so much for being here. We're going to close out with our fabulous theme song from Smith Sisters and the Sunday Drivers. So till next time, this is Dori DeCarlo saying go out and create a marvelous you. Bye for now.
She is sure. She is sure. She is strong. She is strong. She is true. She is true. She is brave. She is brave. She is bold. She is bold. She is you. She is you. She is you. She is you. She is sure. She is sure. She is strong. She is strong. She is true. She is true. She is brave. She is brave. She is bold. She is bold. She is you. She is you. She is you. She is you. Sure of herself, yeah, she takes care of biz. Powerful and strong, yeah, she knows who she is. Has integrity, woman strong and true. You know her by name. See, this woman is you. She is sure. She is sure. She is strong. She is strong. She is true. She is true. She is brave. She is brave. She is bold. She is bold. She is you. She is you. She is you. She is you. She is sure. She is sure. She is strong. She is strong. She is true. She is true. She is brave. She is brave. She is bold. She is bold. She is you. She is you. She is you. She is you. Adds value and hope. Has proved to be brave. See, it's never too late. Never time to behave. Reaching for dreams. Doesn't matter the age. Believes in herself. Unleashed from her cage. She is sure. She is sure. She is strong. She is strong. She is true. She is true. She is brave. She is brave. She